to go to grade 9 next year and you want to know what is up, you want to know how to do this, how to do that, how to cope with changing from grade 8 to grade 9. Hi, my name is Mariam and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today we are going to break down everything you need to know to help cope with being in grade 9. So get comfortable, get snacks, get juice, drink, whatever it is, and subscribe while you're still there. Let's get into it. What I want to get into is the switch. The switch from being grade 8 to grade 9. Because that transition is quite a big transition. You may think that, oh yeah, it's just grade 9, same as grade 8. It is not. I am telling you that it is not the same as grade 8. Grade 9 is when things get really tough. Grade 9 requires a change of mindset. It requires you to focus on your work. It requires you to change the way you look at your work and to understand how you learn. And there are 3 things that I want to talk about in the switch. Number 1 is how you were doing in grade 8 and how it can affect how you do in grade 9. If you're a top student in grade 8, I think it might surprise you if your marks go low in grade 9. It is going to be surprising. But if you're like an average student and you are okay with where you are right now, but you're trying to go higher, or you're fine with being where you are right now, it's not going to be the way you expect it to be. There's definitely going to be some change. And the changes I'm talking about is your marks are going to like change drastically. Like different terms are going to be way different from each other. Could be getting really high in term 1 and then really low in term 2 and then really high in term 3 and really low in term 4. I want you to first figure out your learning style, how you learn, how you are able to cope, and how knowledge is able to get into your head properly. So how to figure out my learning style. Alright, there are 3 different styles that I know of, but if you want me to make an entire video about it, definitely leave a comment down so I can make one. My learning style is, I'm a visual learner, meaning I learn better with pictures and with drawings and everything creative. That is how I learn because I'm a creative person. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna try and see, maybe I should learn with pictures, and it worked. Or you could be an auditory learner, meaning that you learn better by hearing. So if you're in class and you may not be looking at the teacher, you'll probably get scolded for this, but you're probably looking out the window, but you can hear every single thing that your teacher is saying and it's coming into your brain. I would consider you an auditory learner because you're learning better by listening. First tip I would say is to understand how you learn, and just to understand that there will be a shift in your marks, but it's up to you to change the way your results may end up looking like. Okay, so the next thing I want to get into is friendships. Now, yeah, you might want to get comfortable for this one. Alright, grade 8, you're making a bunch of friends or you're making no friends at all. But in grade 9, there's going to be some wonky stuff. Ships are going to start shaking, icebergs are popping out of nowhere. But what I'm telling you right now is that the friendships that you have right now are either going to get very good and better, and you're going to find your inner circle that you feel comfortable with. You feel comfortable with telling everything to and knowing that they won't hold it against you. It's either that or your friendships are just going to start sinking and you're going to start seeing things that you didn't know that you were going to see before. What I want you to take from this friendship section is like, you may be very close to the friends that you have right now, but getting comfortable too quickly is not the best thing, because I get too comfortable too quickly. Whether it's in friendships, life, whatever the situation may be, I get too comfortable too quickly. Another thing is that when you go into grade 9, and you may only be friends with the people in your class, or you may already be that person who has friends in different classes, different grades, whatever the situation may be, you should be open to having new friends, but not too open to the point where you're just having too many people in the inner circle. Because if you have too many people in your inner circle, it's just gonna grow and grow and grow, and it's just gonna burst. And when it bursts, That's when things go wrong. That hasn't happened to me, but I really think that that is something to be aware of. Next thing is knowing who your inner circle is. So when I think in my brain, right, there's my inner circle of the people that I can trust the most, and then there's another circle on the outside, people that I'm close to, but we're like good friends. And then there's the outer circle that's like we're friends because of another friend. You're a friend of a friend, but we're cool. And then there's the outer circle. It's not really a circle. It's just the outside. It's like space, and it's just strangers or people that you don't exactly see yourself being friends with. But these circles, all right, I want you to look at them and I want you to think about it. Who is in your inner circle, who is in the outer circle, and who's in your outer circle. That circle may change over time. I think if you know what is going on and if you are a person who pays attention to situations, then I think that you can get through it. It's very easy. The final thing I want to cover for grade 9 is self-love. Now, when it comes to academics, you may be a competitive person or you may be a person who is not competitive at all, but seeing other people doing better can either have a good or a bad effect on your mindset. When you're in grade 9, you have to have a time where you are able to take care of yourself. You can't just push with work and then you're just not okay. You're just crying because you don't know things, right? You need to understand yourself before you can try and help others. Like, if you're like the type of person who's always willing to help others but you're not helping yourself, it could go very wrong, especially for you, because people will always see you as that person they could run to, but you're not helping yourself. Another thing is that when it comes to social media, you see a lot of people who have perfect lives and whatever, and you feel like you are trying to live up to those standards and you're trying to be better even. Yeah, no. I want you to look at your situation right now. You are who you are right now. And if you're trying to be like other people and you see that as a way of getting better, you are just going backwards. You're going backwards because that is not getting you anywhere. I think that the best way to care about yourself is to manage your life. Be good with time management, and you're gonna learn that in LO next year. You're definitely gonna learn that. I think it's in term 2 or term 3, between the two. And when you learn how to manage your time, you're gonna be able to control everything. And yeah, it may sound like I don't think you can control everything. That's kind of weird, Miriam. Why are you saying that? But anyways, if grade 8 has been a tough year for you, I want you to see grade 9 as an opportunity to push yourself higher. Grade 9 is quite the eye-opening year. It is the bridge between junior phase and senior phase. Like, grade 9 can have a huge effect on who you are mentally, who you are academically, and who you are around your friends, your family, everything. It can have a huge effect on who you are. And if you're not able to manage those things, and if you feel like it's overwhelming, take a break. Just don't do anything. Like on a Friday, what I do, like after the entire week of writing exams, Friday is me time. I don't touch any books. I don't speak to any friends unless I'm going to youth, but that's at the end of the day. But on whatever day that you can, whatever day you know that you're not doing anything, leave everything, chill on your bed, do a hobby, do whatever, and just relax. I feel like having a mind break could definitely give you that push to be like, okay, I've had my break, now it's time to get back into it, time to grind again, and time to do it best. Okay, now the question that every single grade 8 has asked about grade 9, or every single person has asked about the following grade: is grade 9 harder than grade 8? Yes, I think I've said all of that in this video, that it is going to be harder, but I'm sure grade 10 is going to be harder than grade 9. Grade 11 is going to be harder than grade 10. Grade 12 is going to be harder than grade 11. The point of school is not to just keep you in one space where you only know the same amount of information for the rest of your life. It is to expand your knowledge, expand. But I don't want you to go into it thinking, oh my days, I'm so scared, I don't know what to do, like what is going on. I want you to go into it saying, I am so grateful that I have a chance to learn. And if you are the type of person to be like, I don't like maths, I'm just using it as an example, I don't like maths, I don't like this, I don't like whatever, because that was me last year. Last year I hated Afrikaans. Afrikaans was not my thing. I did not like it at all. I did not even give it a chance. I was like, again, it was like the worst subject for me to go to during the day. But now I changed my mindset and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a chance. It's basically English. The same things I'm learning in English is basically what I'm learning in Afrikaans, but in another language. So I want you to go into it thinking, all right, we get another chance, here we go, we're gonna push, and just have your goals in mind, like who you want to be one day. Just have your goals in mind when you're writing the notes, or if your friend is bothering you, or yeah, just be like, not now, we're gonna do this later, I can talk to you later, just write. And then after you're writing, then you can talk, because I feel like it's one man for himself in high school. Even though it may not feel like it, you're allowed to make friends. Everybody makes friends. But there's a certain point where you have to be like, this is me, this is my future, and I cannot let a bunch of other people or other things get in the way of messing up my route. Because you're on a straight path, but if somebody comes in and it's just like, where are you going? Exactly. So it's going to be harder for you to get back on the right track because you're still being hit by other people, being hit. Keep a straight mindset. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. See you in the next one. Bye!